All right. Hello, everyone. I just realized that I was still on. Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay, y'all. Sorry, I had to adjust some volume and all that kind of good stuff. I have decided that I am back on Periscope. We're going to try. Fingers crossed. Okay. We are going to try and hope that my connection stays good and all that kind of good stuff, because that's actually why I haven't been on Periscope for a while. Good morning, Anita. So I am actually live in my Facebook group. I am also live right now on Periscope. So depending on which one you might be on, you're going to see me kind of bouncing back and forth. And so if you hear me mentioning someone and you're going, who in the world is she talking to? Because those people are not commenting. It's because they're commenting on the other platform. So we are going to test this out, try it out. Basically, I have two different devices happening, one of which is on one signal of my Wi-Fi, one is on the other. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that all connections stay good. Okay, so I want to thank all of you for joining today. I can only imagine what my Periscope peeps are probably thinking, because of the fact that it has been so long since I've been on there, because I've been trying to get this whole connection thing figured out and all that kind of good stuff. And we were struggling for a while with getting that taken care of. So, so thank you all for joining this morning. Good morning, Terry. So I so appreciate, I'm waiting to see what's going to happen over here in Periscope, because so far there's nothing happening over there. So I'm not sure what's happening, if the feed is going good or not. So I don't know if there might be anybody in my toolbox group who used to also be on my Periscope. If you wouldn't mind flip-flopping and just go check it out and see whether or not that Periscope is working. If the Periscope feed is working and there's just nobody there, that's fine. That doesn't bother me. Okay. All right. So basically, I came across this quote and I don't know, it just kind of took me by surprise, I guess. But I don't know why it would have, because we've talked about this before. Okay. Good morning, Heidi. Yay. I'm so happy you could be here. Okay. So we've talked about this before, but the quote was, always do your best. What you plant now, you will harvest later. So this is where we have to kind of ask ourselves, okay, are we planting good stuff? Are we sowing good things? Are we sowing good works? Are we sowing hard work? Okay. Are we doing those things? Are we actually sowing any effort whatsoever into what we're attempting to do? And if not, there's not going to be anything to harvest. Okay. So I also popped on because I was kind of curious as to what they would say are the 25, well, I wasn't looking for 25, but that's what I came across. 25 common characteristics of successful entrepreneurs. Okay. So I don't know if I'm necessarily going to go over all of these, but I do want to touch on quite a few of them. This was something that I found on entrepreneur.com. Okay. And it was originally, it was written by James Stevenson. Okay. And he apparently has 15 years experience in entrepreneurship. So these were some of the things that he kind of, created this list and decided what he feels are the 12 common characteristics of successful entrepreneurs. So how many of you would like to be a successful entrepreneur? Comment in the comment stream and let me know if you would like to be a successful entrepreneur, not just someone who can say, yeah, I own my own business, but to be successful at it. All right, so I'm going to give it just a moment to enter that into the comment stream and let me know. All right. Dum, dum, dum. Anybody? Oh, there we go. Good morning, Deborah. Okay. All right. So I wanted to make sure we had at least one person that was looking forward to being a successful entrepreneur. Wonderful. Okay, so these are ways, like I started thinking about how could we do our best. It says always do your best. What you plant now, you will harvest later. So I started thinking about how can we be our best. All right, so that's what took me to this list. All right, so the first one was do what you enjoy. Okay, if you are not doing something that you enjoy, guess what? Especially when it's hard, you're not going to keep wanting to do it. Can I get an amen on that? Because I'm telling you, if you do not enjoy what you're doing, nothing is going to keep you moving in those times when you want to just give up. Okay? So think about that for a moment. All right? So do what you enjoy. So think about the things that you enjoy the most, perhaps about your business or whatever. Think about those things, all right? And then do those things that you enjoy, all right? So as an example, I personally do not think that I could be successful selling kitchen products because, y'all, I cook when I need to, and I cook when I have a urge. Every once in a while, I'm like, ooh, you know what sounds good? Okay, I'll make it, right? So if you look at it that way, I would never be able to be successful selling kitchen products because that's not what I enjoy doing. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, I will say that when I first started Premier, I also was not someone who enjoyed jewelry or fashion or things like that because I was scared to death of it. I worried that I was going to make a mistake. So it was easier for me to just have a I don't care attitude and not put a lot of time and effort into things because I was so afraid of messing it up. I was afraid of being a fashion faux pas. Okay. So I just thought, well, I just won't do anything. Like, I'll just do jeans, t-shirts, sneakers. Like, I didn't, it is what it is. But now I so enjoy that. And I've also learned to really enjoy the act of doing home shows. Therefore, I want to do home shows. Like, I'm always looking forward to doing shows because I really enjoy that. I enjoy getting in there with the people, and I enjoy working with them and helping them to kind of see themselves in a different light and things like that. So that is something that I enjoy doing. So therefore, I am in the process of trying to kind of ramp up the number of shows that I'm doing because I realize that is a part of the business that I just really love. So make sure that you're doing something that you enjoy. If you don't enjoy it, you're not going to do it when it's tough. You're not going to do it when it's difficult. You're not going to do it when things are not going exactly as planned. Okay? All right, those of you over here in Periscope, because I do see a couple people in there and I've seen a couple of hearts, so thank you so very much for that. And be sure to say hello to me in the comment stream so that I know who's here. And if you're joining me for the first time, go ahead and introduce yourself as well. Or even if you're someone who's been following me for a while, please say hello because it's been a while since I've been here. So I would love to say hi. Okay, all right, so number 2. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to cover all of these, but I definitely want to touch on a few. But the second one, good morning, Stacy. But the second one was take what you do seriously. Now, y'all, I can't stress this enough. If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you have got to make sure that you are taking yourself seriously, because if you don't take yourself seriously, nobody else will either. Okay. If you view yourself as someone who just has, this little old jewelry business or this little whatever, if you are viewing yourself that way instead of someone who is a business owner, someone who, is a entrepreneur, if you're not viewing yourself that way, nobody else is going to either. Okay. So you need to make sure that you're doing that. Good morning, Patricia. So you need to make sure that you're taking what you do seriously. Understand, it is a business, and if you go at it with a hobby mentality, you will have a hobby for a business. Okay, you'll think it's a business, but it'll actually be a hobby. All right. Okay. Another one was, let me get to this one. Manage money wisely. Okay, now listen, I cannot tell you the number of times where I would see people having show after show after show after show, and then they run out of catalogs and go, well, I don't have any money to buy more catalogs. Okay, make sure that you are taking a portion of your profits and reinvesting it back into your business so that you can pay for business supplies, so that you can pay for whatever, whether it be advertising, whether it be, marketing materials, whether it be your supplies, your paper goods, your samples, your whatever. Okay. You have got to manage your money wisely. Don't just say, well, I had a $500 show. That's $250 profit in my pocket, and just take all that $250 and not reinvest any of it back into your business. You want to make sure that you're reinvesting back into your business so that when you need those supplies, or when you need to pay your renewal, when you need to pay your licenses, when you need to pay whatever, that money is there. And you don't have to say, well, guess I can no longer afford to do business because I didn't save anything. I didn't reinvest anything. Okay. So make sure you are doing that as well. All right. Y'all over here on Periscope are being super quiet. So I hope you even have the ability to be able to comment, because I've seen nothing over here except for the occasional heart or people joining. So if you're joining us, please say hello. Let me know that you can comment down below. Listen, I haven't been on Periscope in forever, so I just want to make sure that function is there. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Also, the next was ask for the sale. Now listen, this is not necessarily asking for the sale of, would you like to buy this necklace? Okay, that's not what we mean. But asking for the sale as in even giving them an opportunity to be able to say yes to something that you have to offer. Okay? Because if you are not at least offering it, they can't say yes. They can't do business with you if they don't know there's a business there to do business with. Does this make sense? Okay. You have to make sure that you are opening your mouth, that you are giving them an option and an opportunity to be able to do business with you. So ask for the sale as in, ask, is there something that I can be of service to you with? These are the services that I offer. This is what I do for a living. Is there some way that I can serve you? Okay. Patricia, thank you. I cannot take credit for this lovely combination. Okay. This was actually, I stole it from Justine Boone. She had it posted on her Instagram the one day, and I'm like, that is so stinking cute. And I had a shirt similar to what she was wearing in the picture. So I'm like, yep, we're going to try that. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Another one. Remember, it's all about the customer. Again, it's about what you can do for them, not what they're going to do for you. So make sure that you are loving on your customers, that you are there to serve them, that you're there to do these, awesome things for them. Don't let it be about what you're going to get. Let it be about what you can do for them. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Another one. Project a positive business image. Okay. Oh, that's awesome, Patricia. All right. So project a positive business image. Now, you have to understand that as an entrepreneur, it is your job to make sure that you are putting yourself out there in a positive way. All right. I want you to think about this for a moment. How many of you have come across someone who has had a bad experience with a certain business, and they literally have gone around and told everybody? Okay. That happens, unfortunately, more so than it happens of someone having great service and telling someone, look at this little, what is that doing? Missy! Hi, honey. Missy has joined me over on Periscope. Honey, say hello to me in the comment stream if you can. I don't know if the comments are working over here or not. People are popping in and out. Yay, they work. Okay, Missy, yay, thank you. Okay, all right. So make sure that you are projecting a positive business image, because again, if you yourself are not being positive, okay, we got some negative Nellies out there. I'm just going to say it. So if you yourself are not being positive, I want you to think about what that's going to do for people wanting to do business with you. Thank you, Yukon Man. Hello. Now we got people popping in left and right. All right. So make sure that you are projecting a positive business image. Make sure that you are projecting yourself in a way that is allowing you to stay positive. Okay. So just keep that in mind. All right. Okay, another one, get to know your customers. Y'all, those of you who are in Premier Designs Jewelry with myself, you know that this is something that we focus on, which is building the relationships. All right, you need to make sure that you're keeping it personal and that you're getting to know your customers. And guess what? That is one of the advantages that you have of working with your customers versus a large corporation, franchise, etc., because they don't have an opportunity to get to know their customers. So make sure that you're doing that. Make sure that you are getting to know your customers through working with them. Give them that personalized experience. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Gonna go down through here. A couple. All right. Invest in yourself. This is one that investing in yourself, you also have to be aware of managing your money wisely. Okay. So yes, you need to invest in yourself. You need to be willing to attend trainings and rallies and conferences and purchase books and all those kind of things. Like, you need to be willing to do the things that are going to allow you the opportunity to invest in your business. Okay. But you also need to make sure that you're doing it wisely. Don't spend all the money to do all these things and then not implement anything that you're learning, and therefore you have no profit coming back in. Okay. So you can buy all the books you want all day long, but if you are not implementing anything that you are learning and you're not making money, it did absolutely nothing for you to invest the money into those books. Okay. If you go to rally and you invest that money to go to rally and then you do not come home and get your butt to work, what was it for? Well, it was all for nothing. Okay. So make sure that you're investing in yourself, but also make sure that you are implementing the things that you're learning so that you can bring more profit in, so that you have more money to invest in yourself and in your business and into others. All right. I hope that all makes sense. Missy, thank you for those hearts over there, honey. Okay. All right. Let me find another one here that I liked. And listen, I liked them all, but I'm trying to keep y'all under 30 minutes. Okay. Build a rock solid reputation. Again, this goes back to if you are not projecting a positive business image, and people are not going to want to do that. Missy, yes, I am actually on Facebook Live right now as well. So I'm doing it at the same time. Look, we got Chatrice and Chantel both coming in at the same time. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. Say hello to one another. Okay. So yes, Missy, we are doing both. I'm in Buffy's Toolbox Group Live and I'm on Periscope Live. So just in case there's anybody popping in on Buffy's Toolbox Group and you're like, who in the world is she talking to? I got my girl Missy over on Periscope watching over there. So we're doing both. Okay. So yes, so build that rock solid reputation, because again, if you have a positive reputation among your customers, among your hostesses, among your downline, okay, if you have a good reputation, that is going to take you much further than if you don't have a good reputation, okay? If you do not have a good reputation, people are not going to feel comfortable doing business with you. Okay, if they are hearing that you are doing things in a shady way, they're not going to want to do business with you. If they are hearing that you are basically that you are not handling yourself in an appropriate way, they're going to make sure that people know that. And I'm sorry, but when people have a bad experience with a business, they are going to allow that to be shared much more than they will if they have a positive experience. So make sure you're giving them only good things to talk about. Okay. All right. This was another one. Sell the benefits of doing business with you. Sell the benefits of your product. Don't just sell the product. Does that make sense? So you need to be kind of cultivating this feeling, if you will, or this benefit of why they should want to do business with you over, doing business with somebody else, or why they should want to do business with you versus not doing business with you or even anybody else. Okay. So make sure that you are selling people on the benefits of what you have to offer, not just the products. I hope that makes sense to y'all, because it certainly made sense to me. Okay. All right. The next is get involved. Get involved in your green screen. No, there's no green screen. This is my wall. Sorry, someone on Periscope just asked if this is a green screen, I guess. And it's not. It's my wall. Okay. Thank you for that, Missy. So again, for anyone who might be popping onto Periscope, please know that, and I probably did not put this in the title, which could be why we have people popping in and out. So this is a business-oriented scope. This is for entrepreneurs who are looking to be their best self. So I hope that might help, just in case for those of you who popped in, maybe you're trying to figure out what on earth I'm here talking about. That's what we're sharing. I'm also doing Facebook Live as well. So just to keep that in mind. Okay. All right. So let's see here. So we were at Get Involved. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay. So we were at Get Involved. So you want to make sure that you get involved with, sorry, I just had to block somebody. Periscope. See, this is the part that I haven't missed. Okay. That's the part that I haven't missed. All right. So anyway, get involved in your local community. Get involved, get out there and do things. Go do things within your community. Go get out there and network with other people. Go get involved. Okay. If there are trainings coming up, find out how you can get involved. Go get involved. Go do things. Meet people, build relationships. Okay. Missy, so it's not just me. I'm like, well, I'm going to finish this one up, but I want to make sure that when I post on Periscope that I am including in the title exactly what that's for. Because I don't know, I just put, are you doing your best? So that doesn't necessarily tell people it's a business scope, if you will. Okay. Another is master the art of negotiations. Okay. Master the art of negotiations. Yes, Tatrice, getting out of the house is so important because y'all, you're not going to meet anyone new in the four walls of your home. So you need to get out. If you need more shows on your calendar, if you need more people to share the business opportunity with, if you need more people to serve, you need to get outside of your house and go find people. Okay. So master the art of negotiations. This is one of those where you want to look at it of, more of the, if you offer somebody a service or an opportunity to do business with you and they have an objection, not that they just say no, but they say, well, I'd love to, but. Okay. Master the art of negotiating with them and kind of getting to a point where you can have a win-win situation that they are able to take advantage of the services that you have to offer based on how you can offer that to them, that it suits their needs. Okay. I hope that makes sense again, because basically what we're saying is you might have some people who perhaps a home show is not the answer for them. Perhaps they simply cannot do a home show for whatever reason. There are tons of legit reasons why people could not do that. So be sensitive to that, be understanding to that, and then give them other opportunities and other solutions that when they say, well, I'd love to do something like this, but I can't have something like this in my home, provide them solutions. Okay. So become a master at the art of negotiating, where you are able to assist them and figure out a way that that is going to work for them. Okay. All right. And another one that I thought was amazing. I love this. Design your workspace for success. Okay. Design your workspace for success. So make sure that even your work area, is your work area set up in a way that's going to allow you to be as efficient as you can possibly be? Okay. Is it set up in a way that is going to make sense with the systems that you have in place and that kind of thing? Now, of course, we also always say, make sure that you're not totally focused on organizing and things like that to the point that that's all you're doing and you're not out there building your business, because you need to be out there building your business as well. All right. You have to make sure that you are taking care of that kind of stuff, and also get and stay organized. Put those systems into place and then utilize them. Okay. This is an area where I sometimes struggle, because listen, I can create a system like nobody's business. I can create a system and be like, this is going to work phenomenal. And then I fail to work the system. And then I'm going, why do I keep doing this to myself? This would be so easy if I just did it. I just have to do it. Just do it. Okay. How many of y'all are realizing that it is June and you are now already 6 months behind in entering your expenses, mileage, etc. into Hood and House, and you're already thinking about, oh my goodness, these 6 months already flew past. If I don't do this now, I'm going to have an entire year's worth of stuff to put in at the end of the year because I haven't even been doing it. All right. So even things like that. Listen, we have systems. Use them. Get organized and stay organized. Use those systems. Okay. All right. Another one that I did like, and it's something that I sometimes struggle with, is make sure that you take time off. Even if you are an entrepreneur and you are out there and you're just, out there doing everything that you can to serve others and things like that, and you're just constantly out there working, remember that you have to take time off. You have got to get recharged. If you are not recharging, you are going to burn yourself out. You're going to get to the point where you don't want to work, you won't work, etc. It is not going to be good. So you want to make sure that, or you're going to damage a lot of relationships along the way. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're not damaging relationships because you are so focused on work. Make sure that you are doing your best by taking time off. Good morning, Mike. So make sure that you're doing those things too. All right. 24 was limit the number of hats that you wear. So what we're saying here is, it is so easy for us to constantly feel the need to be out there doing anything and everything that we can possibly get our hands involved in. But then what winds up happening is we burn ourselves out, and we don't have the opportunity to truly focus. Okay. We don't have the opportunity to truly focus because we're just kind of doing everything. All right. So be careful with the number of hats that you choose to wear and limit those a little bit. It's okay to have boundaries. It's okay to say no sometimes to some good things so you can say yes to some really great things. All right. The last one was follow up constantly. Constantly be in follow up with your customers, with your hostesses, with your downline, with your upline, etc. Constantly be making sure that you are following up. Not only that you're following up with people, but that you're following up with those systems that you put in place. Okay. Make sure that you're following up with that kind of thing as well. Follow up is so key, because guess what? It is nobody else's responsibility to work your business. It's yours. Okay? It is your responsibility to work your business. So make sure that in doing that, make sure that you are following up with customers, because guess what? It is not necessarily important to them to contact you as important as it is for you to contact them. Okay? The same with your hostesses, the same with whatever. Anybody that you are wanting to serve in your business, it is 100% your responsibility to reach out to them. Now, that being said, yes, are there times that you're going to reach out to people and they're not going to reach back out to you and they're going to forget to call you and everything else? Yeah, that's going to happen, because guess what? You are not number one on their priority. Their work, their house, their family, their friends, that is what is on top of their priority list. Okay? So you have to make sure that if they do not call you back, that after some time that you reach back out to them, because again, it is more important for you than what it is for them. So don't allow your feelings to get hurt if somebody's not getting back to you right away. Just understand it's because your priority of reaching them is here. Their priority of reaching out to you is down here. And it's not a personal thing. It is your life has a lot to do with your business. Their life does not have anything to do with your business as far as they're concerned on a day-to-day basis. Okay? I hope that makes sense, because it makes sense here. I just hope I'm relaying it the right way. All right, so now I have 2 quick verses that I want to leave you with. And I'm hoping that this might, maybe it'll get under your skin a little bit. Maybe it'll make you go, ouch. Maybe it'll make you go, I'm really thankful that I have been doing all this all along. Maybe you've already been doing this, but here's 2 verses that I want to leave you with. The first is Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart. Okay, so that means do your best. Work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Okay, so that's the first verse. All right, so again, going back to that original quote of always do your best. What you plant now, you will harvest later. So then, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for humans. Okay, but then the last verse that I want to leave you with is Proverbs 5:21. For your ways are in full view of the Lord, and he examines all your paths. Okay? So I want you to think about that for a minute. Know that how you are choosing to work your business, how you are choosing to serve people, how you are choosing to live your life, God sees it all. He sees it all. And he has also asked us to work as though we are working for the Lord, not for man. Okay? So if we're being asked to do that and he can see everything we're doing, how are we measuring up? Are we doing what we should be doing? Are we working our businesses and serving people and sharing his gospel and doing all these things in the way that he would want us to do? Are we doing that? Or are we just kind of, well, this is, what I want to do right now, so I'll do this, but I don't really want to do that, even if I feel like I'm being called to do that. I don't really want to do that, so I'm going to say no, and I'm just not going to do it, and all that kind of good stuff. So I want you to just really think about that. I want you to really think about, are you doing work that God can be proud of? So I will just leave you all with that. So I thank you all so very much for being here. I appreciate your patience as I was trying to get both of these devices going and all that kind of good stuff. So thank you so very much for that. I appreciate it. And I look forward to being back here tomorrow with you all, hopefully at 8:30. I got to be honest, I haven't taken a look at my calendar to know what my daughter works tomorrow and that kind of thing yet. So just depending on what she's working might depend on when I'm able to be here. But I'm going to shoot for 8:30 tomorrow morning, Eastern time, right back here in the same place. So thank you all so much. Rebecca, thank you for that. Stacy, thank you. So appreciate that. And I will be popping back on. I know there's some comments and such that I missed, so I will be popping back on to the Facebook Live video to be able to address those. So thank you all. Have a blessed day, and we will chat soon.